It was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Can't be
forward.
like a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have
Corrupt
sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
My name is Bessie and I'm 19 years old and I'm a drama student.
My name is Inga. I'm 19 years old and I'm a drama student at City Varsity.
My name is Etienne. I'm 22 years old, currently studying drama here in Cape Town.
Hi, my name's Lucinda. I'm a lecturer in HOD at City Varsity and I'm somewhere between menopause and death.
Hi, I'm Crystal. I'm a drama student at City Varsity. I'm 20 years old and I teach music. Before I came to the school, City Varsity, I never knew any black people. I was never in contact, introduced to any black people. So when I came here and I met black people for the first time, it didn't throw me off in any way because I'm open to meeting. I'm a very open person. So and I met them, black people, and I fell in love with them because they're just like me. We share the same ideas. We have lots of stuff in common, and I was like.
With my family, they used to tell me colored people, it's like stereotyping, you know, colored people, they in gangs and they do this and this and this and this. Don't you ever. Then I come to Cape Town and look at this now.
And I think that's so wrong, you know. Because not all colored people is gangsters, not all black people, everybody is gangsters actually. You get, I think when you saw Sanima, you get white gangsters, you get black gangsters, and colored gangsters. To say colored gangsters, I mean, come on. That's all over the world gangsters. Yes.
My family is very English, so to speak. So if I was to bring a black boy just like I'd have to tell mother, please sit down,
calm down,
and let me just tell you that I'm in love with a black person. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, they'll rent and rave, but in the end they will support you and be happy for you because that's what you want. So that's what makes you happy. So
I believe that I'm open-minded enough that I will date a colored or black person. To be honest, I think my parents will die if I bring a black or colored person home. And that's the thing about society. Lately I've got this grudge against society because, again, it boils down to the fact that people don't take time out anymore to really understand or to know what that person is about. And it's, again, that cycle about the old generation. It's everything. They still look so much at color. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that we, 10 years, like from 1994, it's 2008, in 14 years' time, that it feels in a certain sense that we're not moving on. And I'm going to be very honest here, and I think if this gets broadcasted and I say this, I'm coming from an Afrikaans home. And the thing about the Afrikaans culture is they're very, very conservative, extremely conservative. And what happens now is, there's a lot of people in my town that I remember when I was still in school, which they still get raised in that house of that person is black, that person is colored. You can't bring a person like that home. That person is wrong because they're colored or black. And what happens is that child gets grown up in that home. When they have children of their own, they get brought up in that. So it's again a cruel cycle which is not broken. And that really upsets me because I think everybody in this country deserves an equal chance.
The kids today, they're disrespectful to not maybe their parents per se, but maybe like the older people. Like when we were growing up, we used to respect people as we respect our parents. Like every other adult, we used to respect them as we respect our parents. But no, it's not the same anymore.
Like my mother always says like in those days and back in her day, the other mothers and other parents could scale, could tell your child, shout at your child and say, why are you doing that? But nowadays, if some person's mother would do that to me, my mother will tell her, why are you doing that to me? This is my child. So the whole thing has changed.
And I think today's problem with parents especially is that they want to be their children's friends. You cannot be a child's friend. I mean, children, they want limits, you know? I don't know, but they need it.
That's how you lose the line gets very, very thin.
And the respect, yes.
Once she wants to dress like you and ask you who you're going out with,
let's go clubbing tonight.
Let's go clubbing together, and then you start thinking, oh, so she wants to be like me, so therefore I can
talk to her.
She's
like
doing it and I'm doing it too, so
it's fine. And
I disagree with that.
No, I agree.
I know, I truly disagree. Yeah, I get what they're saying, that you can't be your child's friend, but I've got a very open relationship with my parents, and if I have to raise my child, if I wanted to have children, I will raise them in a certain way that they can trust me totally and come with me and tell me anything they would like to tell me. Trust, love, then the love comes back again, and in that certain era, you must be their best friend.
But in order for that, the parents need to be open with the child as well. I mean, we're not saying that a child can't come to his parents and trust them and tell them everything, but the parents need to do the same, you know.
It's like I grew up being scared of my mother, but now if she shouted my name and I was busy playing in the street, I'll be like, bye, and I'll be gone. But now I don't know when it changed. I think by the time I got 17, 18, I started being trusting her more because I was afraid to tell her I smoke. And when she found out I smoke, she wanted to kill me. But now we have this open relationship. I'll be like, I'll tell her anything. Like,
I think a big reason why these older generations say that the youth does not respect them, they need to ask themselves, why don't they respect me? I think communication is a very important thing. I mean, how many of those parents actually take time out and go sit with their children and actually communicate with them and ask them what is going on? We're living in a society nowadays where young women, and don't take offense here, this is gonna sound very chauvinistic, but they want to have children, but after 3 months having a child, they want to go back to work. So the child grows up without a mother, and it's like, not that I'm saying that women can't, you can be a businesswoman, but you have to take the time, communicate with your child, and
And the thing is, parents fight in front of the children, but they never make up in front of the children. They make up when they're alone.
Yes.
On their own. Yeah. But when the child, like I grew up with a stepfather and my mother, and I would always see them fight, but I'll never see them make up. And every time they fight, but I'll still be angry at which one, whoever.
Yeah, it's just, with my parents, when they fight, in front of us, they usually make up in front of us. They'd say, I'm sorry I did this, and
also fix the child.
Yeah, and with me seeing that, I know that when I fight, I need to apologize and move on and forget about it. That also teaches me to just move on and apologize.
It's like, you see our gangsters, they see these American people goes over the movies that we get, American movies, and let's see, and now they wanna copy. They copy that, but then they do it in a more dangerous, more violent way, and then it all goes wrong. That's why it's so corrupt here. So I think.
Well, this is what happened, right? I was at the salon, and I was there pretty late because I don't know, I had to do my hair for some occasion, and the guy who's doing my hair has been doing it for a couple of years, and I'm used to him, so I wouldn't think he would do anything particular that's funny. So after I did my hair, I had to call my mother to come get me. Now at this time the salon is about to close, and it's just me and him in the store. So I told him my mom is on the way. So he's like, okay, that gives me a chance. I'm like, what are you talking about? So like 2 seconds later, he pushes me against the wall and sticks his tongue down my throat, and there's a struggle, and he's trying to take off my pants, and he's doing all sorts of things. And luckily my mother came, and I'm all frantic. I'm like, mother, please, this guy is trying to rape me. And he comes out all casual, and he's like, your daughter is crazy, I don't know what she's talking about. I was just patting her hair, telling her she looks nice. So my mother's like, so you're telling me my daughter will come into my car all frantic, telling me that you tried to rape her, and you say my daughter's crazy. So I think, I don't know, I don't know what goes on in these people's minds. It doesn't make sense to me to want to hurt another person.
There's a lot of poverty. There's a lot of very hardship. We're not a welfare state like France or other countries like England. It's very hard.
The police force isn't exactly on top of things.
Legit.
So they seem like it's their right to do it because it's not like anything hectic is going to happen to them.
I also think that in a society like ours, it has become the norm in a certain sense. I mean, if you are going to go to the informal settlements, those kids, I mean, let's say you've got a gang, okay, 5 men that's 18 years old, and there's a kid growing up with him in the same area, they're going to see what these people are doing, and it's a very dominant thing, and that plays a huge part in how they grow up. It's an endless circle. It just continues and continues.
But
and it's a shame.
It's also, I mean, a lot of people forget, well, you know, apartheid's gone and everything, but that was hugely damaging to people's sense of who they were. So that's also seen as one of the reasons. I don't know how other people think about it now, 10 years on, but that doesn't go away in a generation. It's a generation of destroying people's identity and sense of self and the masculinity.
My lifestyle's like this now. Whenever I leave, I have to lock. Wherever I go, I have to lock after me the house, my room. So it's not nice, and it's not nice to live like that. You never feel you can't leave your phone on the counter in the kitchen and just run into your room. You can't leave. It's like I can't do that. So good times.
At home, on every street corner, you find a dodgy guy selling tuck and drugs, and it's like nothing, you know. You've got these little girls selling their bodies for tuck at home, and it's really so sad because they're beautiful, smart young girls, but they're addicted to these things.
The problem is it's a reflection of where we are. It's a symptom rather. It's about the breakdown of society, family values, whatever. Religion's finished. People expect more out of relationships than they do out of what they would have at the church. Yeah. And it's a symptom rather than, and it needs to be addressed rather than the tick itself, which is a problem. And I think what's particularly worrying is once you've had tick, there are actually sort of apparently holes in your brain.
I think we live in a country where, and I'm sorry to say this, that I feel that the president doesn't have his people, they belangen. What's belangen in Engels?
Following or belonging.
Belonging. He doesn't have their best interest at heart. And I'm sorry, we live in a society nowadays where you can't trust anybody.
Yes, even the politicians are stealing money now.
Precisely.
And like nothing happens. Why does nothing happen to them ever? Like Zuma's got another case, and I don't know.
I mean, I don't
but he's just never.
How people can vote for somebody who takes showers after
that's
having
so stupid.
unprotected sex.
Go study this stuff and become the new president. Yes, I think. Just take over the world, be like Pink in the Brain or something.
Maybe it's a new era where you don't need leaders, you need your own self-leadership and a different kind of society, which I think we're headed for. But then I'm like eco-terrorist greenie, you know, where it's about like other values and other approaches. Forget leaders, we don't need leaders, you need yourself and your own integrity and work as small groups.
And it is like that already. Like we do have leaders, but we all are doing our own things and our own mindsets.
I want to be happy. That's my dream, and successful in everything that I do. And be a good person. That's my dream.
Yo. I'm very ambitious. I think sometimes I'm too ambitious. I really want to be very successful in the industry that I'm going in at the moment. To be happy as well, to find somebody that's I can give my whole life to, that I can love with my whole heart. In return, that person can love me with their whole heart as well. And to be surrounded by positive people, which makes me feel good and makes that I can socialize with and open up to. And I know this sounds very corny, but hopefully that the world becomes a better place and that people, at the end of the day, just respect everybody and accept everybody for who they are, no matter what your race is, your sexuality, where you come from, etc.
My dream at the moment is I want to be a teacher. Music. I already teach music, and I want to be at the school I want to be the fun teacher. I want to be that teacher you want to wake up to go to that class, that drama teacher, and the music teacher. So I want to be successful.
Well, the norm, you know, successful, having a family, and just general things. I mean, I don't think. Oh yeah, driving an Aston Martin DB9. Yes, that's one of them.